This Kennedy session is brutal. It's honestly it's quite embarrassing, really.
Just last year alone, China in the EV market subsidized it by $12.4 billion, and that's their annual spend. It's more than, even with in our best year, it's more than 2/3 of the United States spends.
But let me ask you a question. How much will it cost China to become carbon neutral by 2050?
I am very concerned. Well, they won't, but I'm more concerned about the risk to the U.S. economy of losing the auto.
So, what you need to say to these people, and I guess that throws Elon Musk in with him as well, because he makes electric vehicles. Really, right? I mean, Kennedy's quite a character, really. What I would say if I'd have been Kennedy is, right, I'd just say to them all, like, particularly that professor, I'd say, look, right, go away, right, I just say to them all, go away, genius, go make me a car, right, that is powered by nothing. You don't need to charge it up, put anything in it or anything, right? It just runs by itself, right? Make me a car that costs nothing to run, absolutely nothing, right? You turn it on and it goes by itself. You don't have to put anything in it or do anything to it, right? And when you have spent your genius, your intellectual powers on doing that, and that's the value in what it's worth, then the American government will buy every single person in America one of those cars, and it will work for free, right? We'll take, whatever, we'll take 60 million of them from you or whatever. We'll take I don't know what the population of America is. England's 60 million, innit? We'll have 60 million of them, Although, and then if they're not cars, if they're little minibuses, everyone can give each other a lift, we don't need 60 million of them. We'll have, 30 million of them, every other person can have one. Or, in fact, you probably need less than that. In fact, we'll take, 60 million people in England. I don't know how many Americans there are in America at the moment off the top of my head, but let's say, like, if there's 60 million people in England, if you said, we'll have 20 million cars, and the government will buy them for everyone, that's it's done. As long as they don't ruin, zero pollution, except, you got to replace the tyres on them or put some oil in it or whatever, or put a bit of lube on the joints or whatever to keep it going, whatever it is, that's what you're going to be saying to these people. Like, it's a competition, it is a competition, right? Okay, then, forget the Nobel Peace Prize, right? We're going to have a new prize, right? Whoever invents the car that doesn't need anything put in it to run, right, can just drive around in it all the time, and it only needs, repairing or whatever, if it wears down or tyres or whatever, right? And you can be awarded. Forget Sir Keir Starmer or Bill Gates or Larry Fink. Let's have a think about this. Or Donald Trump Pence. You can be the supreme. We'll have a new professor, a new title. The brains. Forget the Nobel Peace Prize. They like trophies, these people. The supreme intellect of planet Earth. You can have the title, the supreme brain, the Braniac. You can win the title, the supreme brainiac of the world. Maybe even Charles could have a go at designing one, himself, or maybe even Klaus Schwab, and like when you get the keys to the city or the freedom of the city, we'll give them the freedom of the planet, how about that? But then, all of the petrol and oil places have probably got a business, and the gasoline places, and that's no good for Black Rock Vanguard, is it? So, that's what I'd say if I was Kennedy, like, go away, come back when you got something decent, you know, and we'll give you the Braniac title, and you know, we'll take, you know, 20 million of them. You know, in fact, the government will buy them for everyone. I'll write you an IOU. We'll write you a check. We'll print you some money. You know, that's what I'd say if I was Senator. You know, well, I'd do if I was, you know, Kennedy. I'd say, hey, okay then, Elon, go away, right? You stop all this Tesla business, right? Go away, sit in a corner, think, right, and then come back when you've, you know, got this vehicle. Got this vehicle that costs literally nothing to run. It's free. You just get in it and it goes wherever you want, like infinite, until, you know, like a screw comes off it or it needs tyres fixing or something, right? And we'll take 20 million of them. We'll take 20 million vehicles, you know. Even better if it's like, you know, a little Volkswagen camper that can, you know, people can stop and say, hey, have a nice day. Do you want a lift? Yeah, of course I can. Woohoo! Go Team USA. I'll give you a lift there. You know, this is it. You know, hop on, get in. You know, it's like, you know, if one in every 3 people's got one, you know, on average, every vehicle would only need, you know, 2 seats. You don't even need 4 seats in it. But then again, is everyone capable and competent of driving one? That's the thing. You know, I suppose Elon would want it to have, you know, be automatically guided or whatever. This is the thing, you know. You know, that's my opinion. And then, you know, if Elon, you know, how are we going to afford to pay for it? Well, just print some money off, you know, print Elon. There you go, Elon. There's, you know, how much do you want for each vehicle? You know, just print him a suitcase of money and then go, there you go, Braniac. You are now supreme leader and you're the richest man on the planet. You just beat Bill Gates and you beat Jeff Bezos. I mean, who could be more of a brainiac than Jeff Bezos? He's the most intelligent person on the planet Earth. You know, he sold, you know, the man who sold the world. Jeff Bezos is the man who sold the world, everything in the world. I never actually realised that Jeff Bezos actually is the man. It's the man who sold the world, isn't he? He actually sold everything. You know, maybe we could give them the world. Maybe that might snare Bezos. Maybe it might get his, you know, brain vein pulsing. Maybe, you know, what can you buy the man who's got everything? Hey, why don't we just give Jeff Earth? Jeff, do you want to own planet Earth? You plant a flag in it, you know? We'll sign it over to Jeff, you know, Braniac. If he can come up with the idea, go sit in the corner and think for a while. You know, I'm sure they've got something hidden in the back pocket somewhere that they're not pulling out. You know, this is the thing. That's what I'd say to them. You know, go away, come back when you got a decent idea. You know, and in the meantime, you know, stop fleecing people and making a mess. Because it's just landfill. You know, it's like CD, vinyl, records, landfill. You know, what's the point? Come back when you got something worth. You know, it's a song. Come back when you got a good song, you know, and then you don't matter where we stick it, we can stick it on. You can take it which any way you want. C90, vinyl, CD, MP3. You know, you can. You know, which way do you want to take it? You know, this is the thing. Moving. You know, moving is moving. You know, singing a song's a song. Anyone can sing a song. You know, get some instrument, sing a song. You don't need a CD or vinyl or whatever. That's just a bit of memory. You know, you just, you know, move, walk. Maybe they might come back with a jetpack or something, but that's not going to run on nothing, is it? You know, unless it's like solar powered, but I doubt you can generate the energy. We're missing too many Doc Browns in the world. That's the problem.